Hey internet, it's Kat. Welcome back to my lair.
Okay, I'm going to stop us right there because my microphone actually fell into my shirt, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover on top of my own face. So basically, no matter what industry we're in, whether it be creative or technical or corporate, we tend to do things the same way and get ourselves into a box. So today I wanted to explore how we can get ourselves out of the self-imposed box with the way we approach problems and our creativity output. So I'm coming from a songwriting perspective, and usually when I write a song, I tend to hit chords and patterns and kind of lyrics that I feel comfortable within and that it works with what I'm usually doing. And sometimes it's hard to break these habits because we form them when we're creating things often. You have these habits that you fall into, and it's great to have habits, but sometimes you want to break the mold a little bit. So we're going to go back to my magic idea ball, which is right here. And this is basically an idea ball, I call it, and there's thousands of words inside, and you spin it around, and then you take a look at the kind of clear glass part, and you can see some words and get inspired. So usually I use this as inspiration, but today, because I'm up for challenging myself, I try to use the words inside of a song. And although at first I thought I would write a few different songs with these as title kind of leads, I decided to try and fit them all into one song. Which is a little harder, but I thought it would make my brain spin around a little bit more intensely, which is kind of the idea of getting out of your box. So here are the words that I got. Atrocity, doornail, shortcoming, swelling, collision, vestry, predisposed, freeloader, and taught. All of these were in my vocabulary except for the word vestry. I did have to look that up. It is actually a closet where priests keep their robes. So that's a new word. So here I am struggling with how to fit these words into a song and still have the song make sense. Because sometimes if songs are really, really wordy, it can be just too much about the words and not so much about the whole meaning. Interestingly enough, I had just watched a documentary about kind of churches actually, and how some churches say that they are LGBTQ plus friendly, but they are not recognizing same-sex marriage. So this was kind of in my mind, this churchiness and judgment and all this stuff. That kind of led into the idea of where the song went. So I thought I would try it on ukulele and piano and get a few ideas going. I don't write a ton on ukulele, so I thought it was probably a better idea to complete it on that as it's more out of my comfort zone. And there's my sweet dog Char making a guest appearance as usual. So by the time I finished, I was reflecting on how it's difficult sometimes to go through with these challenges and to actually make everything work and complete it. Sometimes it's great to take on challenges, but I mean, kind of the hardest part is finishing this and getting it kind of to sound like something I would want to share with people. And I don't think this is necessarily a song that I would release or put on an album, but I do think it turned out pretty well considering I just got 10 random words. And I did realize when I was editing this that I did make a mistake, and I actually forgot to put the word predisposed in. So -1 point for me, but I did get the rest in there, so I'm happy with that. And I'll put a full version for my patrons in their feed, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And as always, guys, stay cool, cooler than me. And here is the song.
I'm an atrocity when you look at me. Could I ever be the one? Will you meet me in the vestry? That's where you taught me all my shortcomings. Is this a swelling of my heart, a collision of the fears? Got me like a freeloader after my next meal. Is this a revelation? All of these sensations coming over me. Are we ever really free? Is it the apathy that I'm carrying? Did you hammer in your worries like a doornail? Could you meet me in the vestry? And that's where you taught me all my shortcomings. It's a swelling of my heart, a collision of the fears. Got me like a freeloader after my next meal. Is this a revelation? All of these sensations coming over me. Are we ever really free?